big motivation for me. And probably like a lot of people, it's one thing to set a goal and walk it alone. But with this, there's a whole bunch of people setting similar goals, and you don't have to walk it alone. You can, feed off of other people and what they're doing and their encouragement. And then you get to give it as well. And so that was like day one. The first thing I noticed was I'm very motivated because I'm not in this by myself. There's a whole bunch of moms who are, facing the same things that I'm facing, and we're going to help each other do it together. So that was a big thing. And then I may be going off script. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But habits for me, I'm finding, my youngest is 8, and you just met him. And then the other 2 are in middle school. And so everybody in my house is capable of just really about anything that needs done as far as what we're talking about with the house. But it's our habits that we are now having to break and undo. And I've never been consistent with really anything. And so,
you've always been a fun mom. You've always been a fun mom.
I tried to be a fun mom. Yes. And that's true. My kids know that the house is a safe space where there's
love and fun, right?
Exactly. But when it's time to get something done, I'm realizing that maybe I haven't been the best at communicating in the right ways or the right times for them. And so instead of everything just going smoothly and hunky-dory, it's gone bumpy and often with bad attitudes, including my own. And so we're changing those habits of, instead of everybody huffing and puffing and being mad about it or mad at each other for whatever blame we're casting, I've been learning to find what they are already naturally good at and pointing it out and celebrating the good stuff instead of pointing out the negative stuff. And then we're seeing that we're accomplishing so much more together when we can do it that way. But it is breaking habits. I mean, a lot of times I'll say, hey, we're going to clean out the car this afternoon. We're going to do it together. And this is how it's going to go. And everybody's first reaction, because for a long time it's been a grump fest, is, oh, we're going to do that today. And I'm like, yeah. But we're going to do it fast and efficiently. And so everybody's learning that it doesn't have to be bad.
Yeah.
And that the benefits are rewarding.
Awesome. Well, and I know, was it Caleb who was kind of mad at me in the beginning for giving you all these ideas about teamwork and stuff, but who was excited? Wait, one of the boys was really excited about the prospects of getting...
Caleb was very excited.
Okay. Caleb.
Probably because he saw the greatest need. He shares a bedroom and his roommate is not so neat.
Okay.
So he was excited to get some order. And Elisha, he's my oldest. God bless him. He can go lazy sometimes if we let him. And he was initially looking at it as, you're going to make us work all the time. And I had to say, no. If we can maintain order,
yes,
we will actually probably work less.
Yes. Isn't it amazing? I did learn this through, we've sold a number of homes and moved a number of times. And I realized early on, like, it actually is easier to keep a tidy home than it is to maintain the mess. Like, I'm not even talking about going from messy to tidy. I'm just saying maintaining tidiness is so much easier than maintaining a mess. And which one do we want to live in all the time? It's so much more frustrating in so many ways. It's so much, I mean, it can affect us. We feel enough mom guilt as it is, but when we're frustrated, we can't find this or that. We're running late again. Gosh, I'm a terrible housekeeper, all these things. But if we can get on the front side of it, get a little bit of work and get ahead of it, and then all of those things are empowering, like, wow, the house is tidy. I'm getting up to a clean house. The sink is clear because I made sure all the dishes were out. And it's like it's a wonderful cycle once we get into it, and it takes a lot less effort and it's a lot more encouraging once we get there. Well, how have your kids responded since then? I know we talked about at the very beginning what they were feeling. Well, I guess you told me now they're starting to come around, like, okay, we don't have to have a grunt fest or whatever. How have they felt about their organized spaces?
They have liked it. It's been easier to maintain now that everything actually has a place to go.
Yeah.
Something that I'm seeing is maybe they're more capable than I've ever given them credit for things. Things that I wouldn't have even thought to suggest to them to do, they can do. And I didn't realize that because I never let go before. And so that's really fun. I think for the past 3 days, one of the older boys has cooked or baked something in the kitchen without any help and cleaning up without being asked to. So
that's
like,
awesome. That is awesome. Hal has mentioned that her kids have been such helpers, and they've turned into a team of helpers. I think she's on right now. I see her. She says hello. Hi, Hal. But I'm amazed. Like, she's got, her oldest is 5, and she's got 3 younger than that. But she's actually got her older kids helping, and like, who would think that? And I remember thinking the same thing with when I figured out my 2 and 3-year-olds could actually help, and actually, even when they're younger, a lot of times they're more excited about it than when they're older. But awesome. Okay, well, what would you say to someone who's thinking about, they're on the fence? Should I join the Coach Mom tribe? Should I not? What would you tell them about it from your experience?
Plain and simple, you have everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Oh.
And I've said it several times to you that I kind of wish that I had read your book and known some of your tactics a long time ago, because I think it would have, because I don't feel like I thrived during the years where they were little. I just survived. And it's kind of a bummer to say that, because maybe it could have been better and different.
Yeah. Well, just having someone who's been there and guide. I mean, I've got 7 kids, so I've experienced a lot of different personalities and all that. And I know the support that I wish I would have had when mine were younger. So